Happy Halloween. So, I went to the thrift shop this morning. I got a new carry case for my coffee. I carry all my supplies in this like it's like a this is a camera bag that I have that I carry it in, but I found a really cool a large kind of a hard shell case that I could put my burner in and my coffee and different things. I'm boiling some water right now. I'm about to have my first cup of coffee of the day. But anyway, it was only $2.50. I mean, from a distance, I looked at it and I thought it might have said like $22.50, and I was like, "Well, that's kind of expensive." But I'll look at it, thinking that maybe it was $12.50, and it was $2.50. I'm like, "Well, that's a no-brainer." So I got that, and I'm gonna clean it up and disinfect it, and I think I'll use it for my coffee container and give the case I've been using for my coffee supplies back to my camera equipment and everything. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm out and about today, and yes, it is Halloween. It's Friday. We didn't actually realize it was Halloween until yesterday. And it's like, oh my goodness, tomorrow's Halloween. That's how this whole year has been. And before you know it, you'll be like, oh my goodness, it's Christmas. Oh my goodness, it's 2026. It's amazing how this year has just flown by. But it has. Okay, let me pour my coffee real quick. Ooh, it's gonna be hot, baby. Hot and strong. Yep. Oh, so the leaves are falling even more today. Next to me is another van that just backed in, and he's smoking a cigarette and looking around. And further on down, there's somebody else that's not backed in, but I saw this person the other day, and he's sitting over here at the end. Apparently he comes and has coffee and does the same thing that I do. You start to see the same people do the same things. It's kind of like you're an unofficial club. The unofficial club meets around town to sit in their vehicles and have coffee. So I don't know, of course my 16-year-old doesn't do Halloween anymore as far as costumes. He hasn't done that for like 2 years. My 11-year-old, he's kind of back and forth. I mean, in reality, he's probably getting a little too old for that, but, according to some people, but I'm one of the ones that says, let them be young for as long as, reasonably. I mean, not when they're like 35 out trick-or-treating, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not going to rush it, but he's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. But he might dress up a little bit, and it's mostly just to get free candy, which, I don't oppose of candy at all, but not when you sit down and eat like 30 pieces at a time or something. It has to be controlled in moderation or whatever. But anyway, wow, this is dark. You can taste it too. Ooh, man, that strong coffee. Man, if I'm not awake, I will be very soon. I woke up again at 4 o'clock. 3 days in a row, 3 nights in a row, I've woke up around 4 o'clock. Around 4 o'clock. It's like I can't sleep. Have a lot on my mind. So, This is strong, even for me. I like my coffee hot and strong, but wow, whew, it is exceptionally hot and it's exceptionally strong. But other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. But it is hard to believe tomorrow's November already. November 1st. My wife's birthday will be soon. And we usually go out to maybe the Chinese restaurant or something in town and celebrate there. Same for my birthday. I guess that I would think that tourists would be leaving the area soon because leaf season, I mean, there's still some pretty color, a lot of pretty color left. So, and I know there's still some tourists here, but it won't be long before they're packing up and heading out, going back to wherever it is they came from. Yeah, I don't know. They were talking about building a Chick-fil-A here, is what I heard. But I swear it just doesn't look big enough for a Chick-fil-A. For the parking lot and for the building. I mean, I guess it could be. Yeah, I mean, when I think about the one in the neighboring town, they can squeeze a lot onto an area of land. What I'm hoping, though, is they don't cut this row of trees down. Please let them stay. Because they're so beautiful. Put picnic tables under them and let people go in and order their Chick-fil-A, and some people can come and sit at picnic tables outside, put trash receptacles out here and let people just enjoy the nature. Man, that's what I would do. I don't know why restaurants don't do that. Have more outside seating, pleasant outside seating. Like this, use the nature that's already here. I mean, don't cut it down and then it's just one hot lot. The sun bears down on the entire lot and it's always hot. And all these trees are so beautiful. Imagine, I mean, I know I've showed you before, or I've shown you before. But let me show you again. Look at these trees, how nice they are. See them, they're beautiful. You could imagine picnic tables out here. See, and then there's trees across there. But they do not have to cut these down. They just don't have to do it. And I hope they don't. If it indeed is a Chick-fil-A. And if it is, then... Whew. This is my request to you, Chick-fil-A. Please don't cut these down. Yeah, I need to clean out my little coffee case because I have things in here that really they don't. It doesn't need to be in here like this. Unopened green tea. I mean, come on, man. When am I gonna really sit in the van and drink a hot cup of green tea? It probably ain't gonna happen. I mean, I can leave it in the van, but it doesn't need to be in a prime location. Every time I open my bag, there it sits. I know it's probably like, it's healthy. And that may be why I decided to sit there and look at me and beg me to make it. But no, I'm a coffee guy. Oh, man. I would like to metal detect all this area before they start building. You're telling me what you could find. I haven't metal detected in so long. I'd like to get a better metal detector. I'd like to get one. I think they're around 12 to $1,500, but you can metal detect like in water, like the staff of it, the rod of it, or whatever can go down into water, and the coil, not the box itself, but I would like to do that. I mean, it might be able to. They make some that can go down entirely, I think, in water, but I'm just one that would just allow me to go into 3 or 4 feet of water if I want to. It'd be really cool. So, but I need another one. I have a Garrett, but it's just a low end Garrett, very cheap Garrett. It just seems like it beeps all the time. I mean, if I take it out, I'd be digging every 6 inches. It beeps all the time, and there has to be malfunctioning because I never find anything. Wow. Yeah, I need a new metal detector. So if you have a decent one for sale and it's pretty reasonable, let me know. I need one. Yeah, and go to the beach. That would be my dream vacation right now, is to go to the beach for about a week. And every night, just out there peacefully scouring the sand, the beaches, waving it back and forth as I walk, listening to the waves, occasionally looking out over and seeing the moon reflecting on the waters as the waves are cresting. Yeah, very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. That's what I would like to do. Just a nice chill vacation. But I need a metal detector. Right now, the budget's just not there. I don't want to spend any money because, we just bought a new car. I just put a lot of money into the van. You also have to consider seems like I've worked on the well like 1,000 times in the last 2 years. It's just draining our savings. Wow. And you have to have some in there for like emergencies. So, and a metal detector is not really an emergency. I mean, arguably, I guess I could probably squeeze it in there, like it's for my mental health and well-being, to go to the beach and experience what I just described earlier. So I mean, arguably, I guess I could maybe say it's for a really good use. I don't think my wife would go for that though. There's a girl in one of those. It's not a scooter. It's just one of those. It has a wheel in the front, a wheel in the back, and a platform in the middle, and it's real narrow. What do you call it? I guess it's a scooter. And she's flying too. Thing's going fast. No helmet or anything. Just does not look safe. There's a guy riding his bike. Got a bright vest on and he's carrying something in the back. He's trucking. Here comes a weird looking SUV. All dark and tinted windows and two weird kind of like spotlights on each side. It would look something like you'd expect a police SUV to have, but only it's just solid black and kind of older, so I wouldn't think it'd be a law enforcement of any kind. Just watching the world go by, that's all. When I lived in Florida, I didn't really metal detect much in Florida, but there I would go to like Coquina Beach, Bradenton Beach, Coquina, Holmes Beach, Holmes, Holmes Beach. That's where I'd usually go. Occasionally I'd get adventurous and I'd go the other way and go to Daytona or Vero Beach or something like that. But usually it was the other way, Coquina and Bradenton Beach. A lot of shells on their beach. Like not a lot of sand, it was just like a lot of shells. There's a dude over there pulled up in his red car and I don't know what he's doing. He's wringing out something that's soaking wet. Got it out of the back of his car. It's kind of weird. He's wringing it out and water's just gushing onto the pavement. He just keeps wringing it out and more water keeps falling. I don't know what he's doing. He just got it out of the back of his car. Now he's washing his car. He's wiping his car down with it. And that's okay. Whatever you want to do. My in-laws are coming to town at the end of, around Thanksgiving. They're going to spend Thanksgiving with us. That's the first time they've ever come up from Florida and spent, any kind of a holiday with us. But they're coming up. They're going to spend about a week, I guess. I have no problem with that. I love my in-laws. They're good people. I get along with them fine. I enjoy them being, at our house, staying there. I have no problem with them whatsoever. There's a lot of activity, a lot of cars driving around, like in this little parking lot area. A lot of people come and park, out in this area where there used to be an old Kmart over there, and this is kind of like the parking lot. This is a nice little area here. I hope it doesn't change if Chick-fil-A has indeed, bought that land and going to build on it. I just hope this area doesn't change as far as the trees and the way they have this parking lot. Yeah. Have to wait and see. Probably won't stay out very long today because I want to go home and maybe work out in the yard. I ordered a shed from Amazon, and it arrived kind of on Wednesday, yeah, and it came by FedEx, I believe, but I rejected it because it was all beat up and had holes in it, and the delivery driver actually told me, he said, if I were you, I would reject this. He said, because when I went to move it, he said a part fell out of it onto the ground, and and I said, well, how do I know that more didn't fall out somewhere else, like in the warehouse? He said, yeah, exactly. He said, I wouldn't accept it. So I did. I rejected it. I don't know if I have to reorder it now or if they're just going to automatically send me another one. I mean, it's not like a big deal to me, so I'm not like stressed over it. Whatever happens, happens. Here comes somebody else pulling in here, kind of like parallel parking and non-parallel parking spaces, taking up 2 or 3 spaces. So anyway, just have to wait and see if I get the shed or not. I'm not, like I say, it's not like it's one of those things I have to have or my life comes to an abrupt halt or changes in some way that I can't handle or whatever. I mean, if I get the shed, I get it. If I don't, I don't, whatever. I may or may not reorder it. It's one of those things, you know, who cares, whatever. So, I mean, I have a shed on the one side of my house, a 12 by 12 that I started to build a while back and just never finished because, well, the arch, I made a mistake on the roof, the pitch. Extremely steep. And, man, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to get up there and put the roofing, the tiles on and stuff. So I've done the best I could, but, you know, it leaks here and there because it's not the finished tile. I just put some tarps and stuff over it. And then, you know, life happens. Day turns into a week turns into a month into a year into years. Before you know it, you've got a leaky, unfinished shed. Yeah, that's what it is. I just look at it as kind of an aid to help me eliminate things that I don't need in my life, because as things get wet in there and destroyed, I have no choice. I just throw it away. Things that were in the shed were, you know, being saved or whatever. So it's kind of like it's helping me weed out things, whether it's things I want or not. If they get ruined, I just throw it away. So I don't know how many casualties I've had. I had a 1950s cool table, like a round table, 2-tiered table, and it was pretty cool. And I'm thinking it's probably destroyed, most likely. So that's, you know, that's a casualty that it was a nice piece of furniture, but at the same time, it's in storage. I mean, anything that's in storage, do you really, really, really need it? I mean, I live in a puny town, and there are storage units and sheds all over the place. It's like people has this fixation on collecting junk and keeping it to the point where they have to pay monthly payments to store their junk that they're not using. It's just being stored in boxes. People need to cut the cord, let it loose. I mean, if it's in storage and it's in boxes for years, you don't need it, man. You don't need it. That's the kind of realization I'm coming to. Like, if it's in boxes and it's in boxes for years, what the heck are you keeping it for? Really? I mean, at what point in your life are you going to get this stuff out and use it? You know, you're just going to get it out and look at it and be like, oh, look at this. This reminds me of my great grandmother. She lived down over and then she passed away. Oh, and she left me. Oh, man, just get rid of it. Seriously. Otherwise, I mean, all that junk that I've collected is just going to go to my kids, who are going to look at it and be like, this is just all junk. I don't know its history. I know nothing about it. And they're going to end up having a big yard sale, or they're just going to have somebody come and take it and throw it away. So, doing them a disservice by keeping all this junk. So, a shoddy shed, leaks, destroy stuff, problem solved. I don't really have to think too much about it. Go in there every now and then, see what's destroyed, throw it away. Man, I got an easy life, don't I? Anyway. Yes, I am somewhat kidding, but then again, I'm somewhat not kidding. All right, I think I'm going to go. Thanks for joining me. This one's looks like it's going a little longer than I usually do. Sorry about that. But be careful tonight if you're driving around or if you're taking your kids trick-or-treating, or like I said, if you're just driving around, just be careful. These little goblins running around. God bless you guys. God loves you, and I'll see you soon.